Hi, I'm Chef Avi Shemtov, and today we're gonna do a quick how-to on hummus, or hummus, as a lot of people say. It's kind of funny, I actually feel like I say hummus to some people, and then hummus to some people. But however it is that you say it, it's delicious, and today we're gonna make it real quick. So the first thing we're gonna start off with is chickpeas. I've got canned chickpeas here. I think the number one question that I get about hummus is whether to use canned chickpeas or dried chickpeas and rehydrate them. I guess the answer that I always want to give is dried chickpeas, rehydrating them, and then boiling them is definitely the best way to go, mainly because you can control how much salt is in it yourself. But at the same time, canned chickpeas work just fine. And especially if you're adjusting for the flavoring, canned chickpeas, it's just so much easier and quicker. You know, not everybody has 12 hours of time to hydrate chickpeas before then boiling them, and when you've got people coming over to watch the football game or whatever. So I'm gonna start off here with 2 cups of chickpeas. I'm gonna put them right in my food processor. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is add some raw garlic. I like garlic a lot, and hummus, like a lot of recipes that I am gonna show you guys how to do, is totally adjustable to your taste. So I'm gonna put 4 cloves of garlic in there, but you certainly can put 1 clove of garlic, you can put 14, whatever it is that you like to eat. I'm gonna give this olive oil next, mainly to help it spin when we first turn it on. All right, so the olive oil that I'm using here today is 12 Letter Company, which is actually out of Chatham, New Jersey, where my in-laws live. So they turned me on to this olive oil. It's a family who's growing their own product in Greece, and it's fantastic stuff. Their website is actually 12 Letter Company, all spelled out, .com, and this stuff is phenomenal on anything. I'm gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons. Again, depends on what you like. If you want your hummus to taste like olive oil, definitely want to use really good olive oil, and you want to use a good amount of it. We might adjust that depending on how it spins. We're going to turn this food processor on high. It's going to get loud for a second, guys. And I'm just looking to see that the chickpeas are grinding up. I might add a little water to help it along. And as you go in the food processor, a little air pocket develops on the outside, so you always want to stop it halfway through, kind of spin it. Right now, we've basically just got a chickpea and olive oil puree with some garlic in it. Gonna keep going. So next, we're gonna add tahini. So tahini is toasted sesame paste. I like to use tahini from the brand Soom. It's a female-owned company out of the Philadelphia area. When Simcha first started, which is one of my restaurants, they sent me some of their product, and it's fantastic stuff. And the flavor is really noticeable and different. You can buy it on the internet. Some stores carry it. So I'm going to add some tahini, and I like my hummus to be pretty tahini forward. So I'm going to add about a cup, which, if we're keeping track at home, is about a 2-to-1 ratio. Chickpeas to tahini. It's a lot. So we'll spin that again. This is gonna act like a thickener, so you're gonna start to see this thicken up. And again, we'll give it a little water to help it along. Air pocket one more time. Scoop around the edges. This is pretty thick, so just monitoring that. We might wanna add a little bit of water. All right, now we're gonna squeeze the juice of 1 whole lemon. I've taken the seeds out, so we're gonna squeeze straight in here. And then we're gonna add some salt too. That lemon juice is gonna help. Since remember, we can always add more salt, can't take salt out. I'm just gonna add probably about a teaspoon there to start. At this point, we're just watching it, trying to make sure that it gets as creamy as we want it to. We can add a little bit more oil, we can add a little bit more water and sort of balance that out. I'm gonna add a little bit more water real quick. But I'm pretty close. I prefer to have my hummus be able to hold stiff peaks. We're just watching this to see if it gets as creamy as we want. We get all the lumps out. And we can definitely keep spinning this as long as we want. But at this point, it is pretty creamy. So we're gonna go ahead and taste it, see if the salt is right. That's pretty spot on. I use this spoon. So you can see the texture is sort of like creamy peanut butter. Make a little bowl out of it. Add some of that really good olive oil. And there you have it. Hummus. It's really as easy as that. It's good. I could have added a little more salt.